hope you've heard this before. You don't need to be a technical person to build a technical product. I know, sounds too good to be true, but thanks to a whole bunch of improvements and enhancements in technology, there's so many no-code tools available today, including Kriya, by the way, that actually will help anyone take their idea and bring it to market. Now, depending on the type of product or app you end up using, there may or may not be a learning curve. Some examples, for example, if you're using Kriya and you're just looking to monetize your digital products and such, you can go live in 5 minutes. It's really that simple. Some other products where you have to build a little bit more of an application, again, the examples, we will list a few of them for you, but just top of my head, Webflow is one of the most common ones. You can go live, again, within a day. You just need to spend a little bit of time to learn a little bit more about the infrastructure, but then it is such a powerful tool. The good news is there are a ton of tools and apps that are actually available for really anyone. It doesn't matter whether you're a technical or a non-technical founder, but really it is the quickest way for you to go ahead and test out what your idea will look like. These are often called app builders. As long as you have clarity on exactly what you want to build, and you've done all the research following all the steps we followed prior to this, right, with respect to the audience, the problem you're solving, the MVP building, and so on. If you have this down, the rest of it is really quite easy, and there's a ton of tools that can help you do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and list a few for you right here. Know that this is not the exhaustive list. Also know that these different tools have different learning curves, right? So for example, at Kriya, our biggest objective is to help really any creator launch their own product. And the learning curve is 0. That's the way we build the solution. This means obviously that there are certain enhanced, difficult, very customized application work that you cannot do on Kriya. Most people are not looking for that in the early stages of their product, right? If you're looking for something far more complex, but still want to be able to go to market fast, there are incredible tools like Webflow and Bubble that will help you deliver that. You just have a little bit of a learning curve with these experiences. So I've gone ahead and put together my favorite few products for you to go explore. So number one, like I said, is Webflow. It's my favorite. It's where I started. And you can pretty much use a lot of their free templates. They have a whole bunch of paid themes that you can download. But it's really an ability for you to build a complete SaaS product, an e-commerce store, even a job board, and so on. Our first version of Kriya's main website was actually built on Webflow, and I think it was great. Now let's talk about Kriya. So if you're looking to sell your digital products, online services, manage your entire payments, as well as communications, emails, calendar bookings, all of that in one place, you have Kriya. And the good news, like I said, is there's no learning curve because we built it in a way where you shouldn't have to configure a lot of things. A lot of the common sense workflows are built into the system for you. So if you're a creator looking to monetize, join Kriya. It really takes 5 minutes to go live. Similarly, MailChimp. So MailChimp also offers checkout pages. So if you're looking to just sell a product and see, test market viability for your messaging and so on, MailChimp has some very simple workflows that you can implement and go live with it. Now, the fourth one is Bubble. Bubble actually is pretty fantastic. It's much like Webflow, but really helps you with building out an entire app without knowing at all how to code. There is definitely a learning curve with Bubble, but it's a very powerful platform. So I highly recommend looking at certain courses that can help you learn Bubble and Webflow and see which one works for you and go test building out your app on either of these. Airtable is the next one I'm going to talk about. Ever thought about needing databases? Because when you're building an app, you need a database and then you have to learn how to query the database. Airtable has taken Google, spreadsheets, Excel, all of that and built it into a really easy to use database. And lastly, payment processing. This is fundamental to any business that you are building. Luckily, if you've used PayPal or Stripe or Square, there are just so many easy to use and easy to integrate libraries that will easily help you start monetizing within seconds. I do want to confer that this is not the most exhaustive list, and definitely reach out to me if you want more specific help on using any of these tools or some more that I can recommend. But know that these are actually the most commonly used tools and mostly cover a lot of the use cases that you're looking at. One other one that I didn't cover, which I had used much earlier, was WordPress. The reason I didn't add it into this list is because I think Webflow and Bubble have taken it to a whole other level. But WordPress still remains one of the most powerful platforms with a whole bunch of plugins and themes and templates available. We launched our first version of a marketplace, a fully functioning marketplace, just off of WordPress. So really, it's so easy. You can go live in just a few days if you use one of these tools.